Today, I'm going to be covering addictions that hold you back from making money online, from the small ones to the big ones. Because you have to understand in this, each one matters. Something very little can hold you back for the rest of your life if you don't take care of it. Some of these I used to struggle with myself. Some of these I still have a little bit of trouble with myself. So you have to learn how to overcome these, and it's going to be different for each and every one of you. There will also be addictions that I won't talk about in this video that you may have that's a personal one. And for those, you have to sit there and actually think about, how are you going to overcome these? Because the littlest thing can make a big difference over time. So you have to figure out to you, what is holding you back? Without further ado, I'm not going to waste too much of your guys' time. Let's hop right into it. Number one, non-optimism. Now, this is something I see a lot with people as they get older. If you look at kids and you ask them, hey, what do you want to do with your life? Where do you want to go? What do you want to be? They'll throw out a bunch of crazy stuff. Well, I want to be an astronaut. Well, I want to be an actor. I want to be a professional basketball player. I want to do this, that, and the third. They have a lot of optimisms. Their dreams are high. Their standards are high. Now, that's because they haven't really been hit with reality and how hard it's going to be. But the second people start to normalize themselves and they become average, it changes. Well, I want to be a doctor. Well, I want to be a lawyer. And then it changes over time, and it keeps changing, and it keeps downgrading. Now, not to say a doctor and lawyer is a bad career path. It's a great career path. We need them. However, from an astronaut to a doctor, it's downgrade, in my personal opinion at least. And for other people, it keeps changing over time what they want to be, and it usually becomes lesser and lesser in that case. I'll give you an example. Let's say you have a young child who wants to be an astronaut, and then it changes to an Air Force pilot, and then changes to a regular pilot. And then as he gets older, and now he's in his later teens, he wants to join the Union. He went all the ways from wanting to be an astronaut to wanting to be in the Union, and it's usually for a money reason. And a lot of the times, you're not going to actually reach that potential because you're just becoming an average worker. This is where I say a lot of people should have optimism. Dream big. Have high expectations. You'll get where you want, but it's going to be a lot of work. And this is where a lot of people get caught off guard. They don't like to work. Listen, man, I've been very busy lately, so I'm sorry with my upload schedule, but you need to work, man. In every part of life, there's going to be work. When you go to school and you come home, what are you doing? Let's say you have a job after you go to school. What are you doing when you get home from that job? What are you doing in between the job and school? What are you doing to prioritize your time in this life? You only have one, man. This is the only time you'll ever be alive. So do not let it slip. I mean it so much. Do not let it get away from you. Have high expectations. Raise your optimism. Something that you might be a scam, take the risk on it. Take that next step. That thing that you're scared of doing. People often don't take steps because of fear. And that's a big thing in life. Have high optimism. When everybody says it's not going to work, think, well, it might just work. It worked for at least one other person. It might work for me. And if it hasn't worked for anybody, you might be the first. So take that step. Have high optimism. Have high dream. Moving back into the fear aspect, I want to move into the second one. Personal representation. This can range from your looks, like appearances, to the way that you speak, the way that you smell, anything you're self-conscious about. Now, don't sit here and say that you're not self-conscious about anything. Everybody's self-conscious about something in their life. There's always that one thing, that one tiny little thing. It could be the most smallest thing. It could be the most biggest thing. There's always something you're self-conscious about. I'm going to tell you this. Don't be. And if you are self-conscious about it, embrace it. Let's say you don't like your looks. Don't become obsessed with your looks. Don't be like in the mirror every day messing with your hair. Or if you smell like shit or something, you're trying to like put on mad deodorant or cologne. Like, don't do that. Embrace it. Now, like, I'm gonna be honest with you. If you smell like shit, you probably should shower more and use deodorant, like I said. But like, there's certain things where I've noticed in life, people blow out of proportions. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I'm very picky about my hair. I have a haircut coming up because, as you can see, it's a mess right now. Now, I say this to other people, and like, really? No, your hair's not that bad. But to me, it is. So this is where you have to have like certain aspects of life. Don't perceive stuff too much. Like, don't perceive the negative too much about yourself. Embrace the good. Embrace stuff that you're good at. You may not like one thing, okay? Find ways to like it. What I mean by this is, find things that you don't like about yourself and embrace it so you do like it. Now, I don't want to spend too much time on this, but it is a very important topic. So really sit there, find things you don't like about yourself, and learn to embrace them. Because this holds a lot of people back in life, and they spend too much time on these little things. Think about how many hours you've wasted within the past month messing with something as little as your hair, man. Like, there are just those small things that we care too much about that you need to look at from a different perspective, in my personal opinion at least. Number 3, lack of spending and wrong spending. Alright, so what I mean by this is people don't like to spend money. I've covered this before in my video. They don't like to spend money unless it's for certain things, okay? Like certain things that bring gratification and pleasure. However, you're spending it on the wrong things. People don't like to spend money on things that don't have a guarantee. Like, let's say if you give me $5, I might give you a pack of gum. Or you could walk 2 seconds to the store and 100% get a pack of gum. You're most likely going to buy it from the store, as you don't know where my gum has been, and you don't even know if you're going to get the gum. That's what I mean by that, okay? If your friend were to give you the same offer, you're not going to give him the $5. Let's be honest. Unless it's like your best friend, you're not going to give him. And even then, you might not give him the money. But what I'm going to tell you is take the risk, man. A lot of times in life, people don't ever take risk, and later on in their life, they're going to regret it. I'm telling you, while you're young, take the risk. This video is mainly prioritized towards men, so some of the stuff I'm covering on later in the video might not match up to any like ladies who are watching me. However, I'm going to be honest with you, no matter who you are, what you're going through, man, spend money on yourself. Invest it into whatever ideas you have, and stop spending money on bullshit. You don't even know how much money you waste just spending on garbage, bro. Within the past year, if you have a job, you've lost thousands. If you don't have a job, you've definitely lost hundreds, man. I'm telling you this right now. Stop spending money on bullcrap. You don't need this. You don't need that pack of gum. You don't need a new video game. You don't need any of that. If your main focus is making money, the only thing you should be spending on is stuff that will make you money. I'm telling you this. Now, at first, you might not see nothing. That's most likely going to happen. But eventually, over time, you will see some sort of profit, and it'll keep building up. Number 4 is food. I'm going to cover this one very briefly, but I thought that I should bring it up as there's a lot of obese people in America. Now, I'm not trying to like be an asshole, man, or like be rude, but listen, I understand the perspective. I do. Have restrictions, okay? Discipline, man. Go for a run. Change your diet. Listen, if you don't live in a household where your family or your friends or wherever you are, if you're rooming with somebody or you're still living with your parents, whatever is going on, if you're not responsible for the food that you're intaking, find ways to make whatever you're eating the healthiest possible for your body. And if you can't, find ways to take care of your body. If you're eating honey buns every day and you're going for 10Ks every single day, you really like, it's not gonna have as much effect on you as if you sit in your ass and play like World of Warcraft or some random bullshit game like COD. That was a pretty quick one. I don't really want to cover like too much on it because I need to keep the time in a certain range. But I am gonna tell you, food is a very big thing that a lot of people struggle with in life, and it becomes an addiction over time. I'm gonna tell you, fix it, man. Because it's a wrong mindset. You could stop eating food. It's literally one of the easiest things. Stop eating as much food. You're hungry? Okay, deal with it, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be blunt. Deal with it. The next one, friends and wrong social life, okay? We often tend to surround ourselves with people who aren't going where you wanna go, okay? Or the wrong crowd, per se. Like, let's say you just moved out of your parents' house, right? But let's say you had very strict parents. A lot of people who have strict parents tend to make the wrong decisions later in their life because they never could in the beginning, so they never learn from it. If you're going to parties and you're clubbing and you're sleeping with this person and that person, you're blowing your money here and there, and you're not paying attention to what you're doing in your life, you're gonna fuck yourself up in the long run. I'm gonna be honest with you. Surround yourself with people who are going where you want to go and are putting in the work that you put in. Surround yourself with people who are better than you. They'll push you to do better. If you surround yourself with people who are not where you want to go, who are not putting in the work you want to put, and are at the same level or below you, you're either going to go down or you're not going to go anywhere. So keep this in mind keep this in mind in the decisions you make and the people you hang out with. Is the crowd that you're hanging out with the right crowd? And if you have no friends, find a community that likes what you like, man. Find a community that has the same drive as you, same ambition, same goals, okay? Don't go finding the wrong people. The people you surround yourself with, you will become. I'm telling you this. So find the right crowd. Now, I've touched a little bit on this. Social media, okay? Listen, I'm gonna keep this short because I find it's just a lack of discipline. And a lot of these are just lack of discipline, a lack of saying no. Listen, man, if you have a social media app that's on your phone right now, tablet, computer, whatever you're watching this from, if you have a social media app on there that is not making you money, not teaching you about money, not doing anything that has to do with money, delete it, bro. You have no reason. It's literally just there to suck entertainment out of you and waste your time. I'm telling you right now, delete it. If you don't, that's on you, man. I can't make you do it. I can only tell you, hey, it's not going to help you in any way, shape, or form unless you figure out the right way to use it. If you have TikTok and you're scrolling on it all day, it's very different from the person who's running ads on it all day, the person who's posting organic content, the person who's promoting their social media. It's very different. Social media apps keep algorithms to keep you in there purposely. They don't want you to leave. So if it's not helping you in any way, shape, or form, delete it, man. I'm telling you right now, it's not going to help you whatsoever. Number 7, this is a very big one. Lust, all right? Now, I'm mainly going to be speaking for men right now. So, girls, you could skip past this. There's like timestamps down below. I don't know how many girls watch me, but I'm mainly speaking for men right now. All right? Listen, man, stop thinking with your dick. I'm going to just be blunt. I'm going to just keep it real with you. Be logical, man. Like, a lot of people keep chasing tail, man. It's not good for you, bro. Stop it. I'm telling you right now, it's not going to help you. None of these girls are going to help you. If you find a girl, man, who believes in you, she thinks you're really going to go places, she believes in you, man. Cherish that girl, man. And don't be lustful all the time. If you're like, dude, if you're getting it on in the bed, somebody's working, bro. Keep that in mind. So use your time properly. Because every time that you're not doing the work you're supposed to be doing, somebody's doing that work, man. I guarantee it. So use your time properly. Stop chasing tail. I'm gonna keep it short, man, because this is like an interesting subject, but just stop, bro. It's not worth it. Have discipline. Like, all these go right back to discipline, man. Addictions are just lack of discipline. It's the main component here. Have discipline. Learn to say no. All right, the next one I'm going to cover is drug and alcohol. Now, you hear it all the time from your parents, from your teachers, from wherever, man. Don't do this, don't do that, don't do this. All right, most of you watching this, if not all of you watching this, are going to test with some sort of alcohol, are going to test with some sort of drug, are going to test with something. Dude, coffee's a drug, believe it or not. Like, I like gum's a drug. I didn't even know that. Like, dude, so many things are drugs that you wouldn't think about it, okay? These are the bigger addictions that most people know about, most people think about when you say the word addiction, okay? They usually go to drugs and alcohol. That's where most people's mindsets go. I'll tell you right now, these are a very big one, but even the small ones have a big impact. So I'm going to tell you, from the smallest addictions like chewing gum or drinking coffee every morning to something really big that can be terrible for your life, like smoking crack or fentanyl, man. Like, they have a very big impact. So for something like this, and I mean this and I caution you very seriously, make the smart decision, man. Don't fuck up your life. Don't become an alcoholic. Don't get addicted to weed. Now, hold on. I'm going to stop myself here. A lot of you who are watching me probably smoke pot. Most of you probably smoke nic. I'm going to be honest with you. It's disgusting. Nicotine's terrible for your body. And dude, just because weed grows out of the ground does not mean it's going to help you in any way, shape, or form. It does not help you, man. It's going to mess you up. It kills your ambition. Weed, in my opinion, is the leading founder of killing ambition, bro. And that's my personal opinion. It'll take any ambition you have and throw it in the trash. And dude, alcohol is just bad all around. Like, if you're getting shit-faced drunk, you need to stop drinking, bro. Because, like, if you don't have your shit together, there's no reason you should be doing any of this bullcrap, bro. Because you have to get your shit together. And it's going to hold you back, man. I'm telling you this. Number 9. Video games, man. Video games. A lot of you who are watching this probably play video games. I'm guarantee it. At least, bare minimum, 8 out of 10 of you play video games. I'm telling you right now. Dude, it's such a waste of your time. I don't even have a game on my phone. Like, I deleted all of them, like, I want to say maybe like a year ago. Alright, so it's not that long. Alright, I don't play video games. I'm not gonna lie, I used to be addicted to video games. I played them from the time I woke up to the time I went to bed, bro. That's all I did was play video games. I'm telling you right now, it's one of the biggest wastes. Alright, you may be upgrading in this, you may be doing that. It's just straight dopamine, man. Like, it's not gonna help you in actual real life. Like, it won't help you. Certain like cognitive functions it can help with, like if you're lacking in certain areas or you want to build certain things, yes, it can help. Like, I would play a lot of strategy games. I would play like conquering games like Crusader Kings. It's a really, really nerdy game, like extremely nerdy. But there's just like certain things where like it teaches you like certain aspects. Like I was always a very prudent and blunt person. Like I would always do the first thing that came to mind. But playing that helped me to think, hey, damn, I really got to think about long-term shit, like how I'm going to do certain things. Or like a lot of you play COD. I used to play Call of Duty too, man. So you got to learn to be quick on your feet. Like there's just certain things about them that can help. But if you're playing video games every single day, man, it's not going to help you. Don't play them. They're terrible. If you played them for like a year or two, you might learn like a couple skills. I'm going to be honest with you. There's certain games that can help you. But in the long run, they're shit for you. So stop playing them, man. Delete every game you have on your phone. Sell your Xbox, PlayStation, whatever, man. Use that money to invest in yourself, like I was talking about earlier. Like, that's the wrong investments. When I was telling you, like, you spend your money on the wrong things, that's an example. Sell that, use that money that you make from that, and invest it into yourself, bro. Lock in, bro. Stop spending your time on useless things. Last, but definitely not least, man. Laziness and work ethic. So many of you are lazy. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. I used to be really lazy. Like, my room would be a pigsty, bro. You'd have clothes like built up the wall, under my bed, behind my door. There would be garbage, dishes, all of it, bro. Now my room's clean. I'm very clean. I'm a clean freak. No, I take that back. I'm a clean freak about certain things, specific things. But I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Laziness and work ethic are the biggest things that's going to hold you back from all of these, including discipline. Like I talk about discipline a lot and it's getting kind of repetitive, but that's why I'm really not trying to talk about it too much in this video. But it's such a big thing. Like all this is just discipline. It's just saying no, man. It's just making the right decision. Okay? But listen, man, have a better work ethic. Stop being lazy. Use time wisely. Like, this is all one thing. Like, sit there, and I talked about this earlier. Sit there and actually think about what addictions you have, the small ones to the big ones, okay? Things like a certain, you have to have like your sound on a certain number. Like some people, like they'll only do 5s, like 15, 20, 10, like those, like small addictions. Or when you open a soda cap, you have to shake it first, because I don't know why. That's just like one of your things. Like there are just specific things that people do that are going to hold you back in life. Like realistically, shaking your soda isn't gonna like hold you back detrimentally throughout life, but like there's just specific things that you have to look about yourself to figure out and work on them. This is a rather long video, and man, I hope you guys enjoyed it, man. I haven't been here in a while, but also I want to talk about something. My upload schedule might change to every Sunday, just depending on it, because I've been extremely busy. Like I'm not even trying to do too much right now. I've just been extremely busy, and I've been having a lot going on that I have to take care of. So my upload schedule might switch, but we're gonna see. We're gonna see how it goes, and I'm gonna keep you guys posted on that. But I hope you guys enjoyed it, man. Sincerely. If you guys have any questions, as always, leave it down in the comments. I'd love to hear from you guys. And be safe, man. Peace.